Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we're reviewing the DCUC Watchmen Ozymandias. So yes, I'm finally getting back around to reviewing these Watchmen figures, actually due to request, because I'd kind of forgotten about them actually. So I'm going to go ahead and review the other three of these this week, starting with Ozymandias, who was the sort of antagonist of the series. For the most part, he's pretty much just as good as any of the other DCUC Watchmen figures are. Decent detail, standard sort of DCUC articulation, and pretty much everything you'd really expect. Now let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Ozymandias. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. Ozymandias is pretty much perfect standard American 6-inch scale, and of course much bigger than a 3 3/4-inch figure. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at Ozymandias. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin, here you can see Ozymandias. He is purple and gold. The gold's fairly reflective and cool looking. His shoulder piece has got like little Egyptian designs, and it's kind of like a big mantle thing. Under that he's got this big purple roby bit, which is very impeding articulation. And then he's got a gold belt, gold arms and legs, and purple shoes. Overall the detail looks nice and everything. He's got really cool sculpting on like his bracers and on his chest piece and on all the cloth detail, but there's not really a lot going on other than that. Pretty much just the standard DCUC body. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpt. Ozymandias does actually come with two head sculpts. They're basically the same except one of them has a mask. The hair is blonde and nicely painted and has a little paint in between each sort of strand section, so that looks nice. He's got his little headband metal circlet kind of thing. Mask on one and no mask on the other. The eyes are painted pretty nicely, and the facial structure looks good, so that's all cool. No real issues there. Now let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Ozymandias is fairly standard DCUC articulation. He has a really nice neck ball peg. I think it's because he has an interchangeable head, because otherwise, I mean, most DCUC figures seem to have pretty poor neck articulation, in my experience, but his works really well. He does have standard DCUC shoulder articulation and everything, but it's all underneath this, and you can't hardly move it. Single joint elbow, wrist rotation. He has a waist cut. I don't know if he has the abdominal joint in here. It feels like he does, but you can't really get any motion out of it. Hips in and out, forward and back. Thigh cut, single joint knee, and foot hinge there. So you can get him into pretty much any pose that you want to, as long as you don't want him to move his arms up or forward or anywhere. So you can't get him into any pose that you want. But you can move his legs around and stuff, so that's cool. Ozymandias does come with a base, so let's go ahead and look at that. You get your standard Watchmen base with just the yellow Watchmen logo on it and one foot peg. It serves its purpose, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Now let's go ahead and move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Ozymandias comes in the standard for the Watchmen set. You get the big book packaging that fits inside the kind of shipper box here. They both say Ozymandias and Watchmen, and this one has the sort of Watchmen cover art essentially on it. They both have unique spine artwork for Ozymandias, and then this one has the page spine here, and then the other one has the Who Watches the Watchmen part for the whole wall if you have all 6 figures. The front and back of this box are the same, and then this one has part of the Watchmen logo, which would make the full Watchmen logo once again if you had all 6 boxes. And then on the inside here you get where the figure is displayed, and you get an art card, which is kind of cool. Overall, these are not good for in-package display, but it is a really cool form of packaging, so I can't completely complain about it. So, yeah, Ozymandias. Alright, that wraps it up for Ozymandias, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.